So if we want to work on fixed assets within Xero, the first step is obviously we need to locate fixed assets within Xero itself. So we click on accounting, and under accounting tools, you'll see there's fixed assets. So I am going to go there. Um, when you open up your fixed assets in Xero, you will see that there are these tabs at the top. So there's draft, which basically represents assets that Xero will recommend to you based on your processing. So what that means is that if I have taken maybe a laptop that was purchased and I allocated it to computer equipment on my financial statements or in my trial balance when I was doing the processing, Xero will then recognize, okay, that is a draft asset for you. So it will bring it into your fixed asset register as a draft. So you can see here on my system, I have two draft assets, right? So this means that these assets are here. They have not been registered, so they don't appear on my fixed asset register. So if I want to now register the asset, all I would do is I would go into the specific asset that I want to, and then I have to now give Xero certain key information. So in here, it's already brought the asset name and an asset number because these were generated as drafts. The purchase date and the purchase price is pulling directly from my processing. So I don't actually have to do anything there. My asset type, I now have to tell Xero what is my asset type. So I'm going to click new asset type, and this is going to be computer equipment. And then I need to select my account. So I have to take my cost to 720, which is my computer equipment account. My accumulated depreciation, I want to go to the accumulated depreciation on computer equipment account. And my depreciation will go to depreciation itself. Now, just a tip, you need to have these asset accounts created before you even want to register your asset, right? So the first step would be is go into your chart of accounts, make sure that you have these ledger accounts created, and then come back here. Then I need to tell Xero what is my depreciation method. So there are a whole lot of options here. However, if you're doing IFRS or IFRS for SMEs, you really can only go on the straight line method. So we're going to go that. And then averaging method, it's asking you is, do we want to calculate depreciation based on the number of actual days or for the full month? We always default to actual days because what this enables is that it allows you to calculate the depreciation based on the specific number of days you've had it. And then we want to calculate it based on rate or effective life. So I'm going to go effective life, and I'm going to say my effective life is 3 years, which is basically your useful life. So if you're not too sure what your rates should be, you can refer to your financial statements in your policy note, and you will be able to pick that up. You then click on save. And now you can see that Xero has populated the account details. If I wanted to allocate this to a specific project, I could do it from here. If I had warranty information, I could fill that in. I could even fill my serial number in. And now I have to tell Xero when do I want to start my depreciation date from. So generally, your rule is when the asset is available for use. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to use the purchase date, which was the 25th of July. So if I click on this, I'm just going to go back to 25th of July. And now you can see it's already populated my straight line, my actual days, my rate, all of this is here. And if I had a residual value, I would put it in. So residual value is where I say I'm going to depreciate up to a certain amount, but most businesses keep their residuals as 0. I then click on register. So now if we look at it, under draft, I have 1, and under registered, I have 1 asset. And if you look here, it still has not done any depreciation as yet because I have not processed depreciation. I will demonstrate that in my next video.